Our top story: after a month of a bitter turf war, Ashok Gehlot and Sachin Pilot, with a half-hug and handshake, became allies again yesterday. But meanwhile, the big story is today. The assembly session starts today morning at 11. The BJP announced that it would move a no-confidence motion against the Gehlot government. But soon after that, the ruling Congress said it would go for a trust vote to prove its majority in the House. Well, let's go across to Saurabh Shukla for all the very latest. And Saurabh, so tell us, why is the BJP going in for this no-confidence motion with Ashok Gehlot announcing that trust vote? Tell us what will take place today.
Gargi, but after Ashok Gehlot has now clearly said that he is going to bring confidence motion. So confidence motion will supersede no confidence motion, and it is to Speaker to decide, but most probably Ashok Gehlot will bring confidence motion. Initially around 10, there will be meeting of Business Advisory Committee. So in that meeting, agenda will be decided for this assembly session. And after that, Ashok Gehlot wants a discussion on COVID and other related issues. After that, I've been told that he will bring confidence motion around 2:30 after the lunch, and when he brings confidence motion, there will be a discussion, and after that voting will happen. And in that voting, Gargi, Ashok Gehlot is going to get the majority. He has support of 125 MLAs. BJP, when I was speaking with the leader of opposition Gulab Chand Kataria and State Chief Satish Punia, they clearly said that they want to bring no confidence motion because they want discussions on issues related to the people. Because he said that we know that Congress didn't want to discuss these issues. They just called this assembly session to disqualify Sachin Pilot and his rebel MLAs. Now they are back, so they will not discuss the issues related to people. That is why they are going to bring no confidence motion. That is their strategy. And he clearly said that BJP they don't have the numbers, but and there is no backroom strategy. It is all they want discussion on issues related to people. So around 10 a.m. there will be a Business Advisory Committee meeting. The agenda will be decided, and then confidence motion will be there in assembly. And again, yesterday we are seeing these pictures when Ashok Gehlot and Sachin Pilot they both met. In fact, Sachin Pilot reached half an hour early. Around 4:30, meeting was scheduled at 5. But the problem will occur when the cabinet reshuffle will happen. Sachin Pilot clearly said, Gargi, that he is not looking to get any place in cabinet now, but he wants respectful places for his close confidants. So that will be very interesting to see. But today, Ashok Gehlot has the number. 125 MLAs are going to support Ashok Gehlot when he brings confidence motion and trust vote. Gargi.
Right, and just sort of very briefly, another facet of this whole drama is the BSP MLAs who joined the Congress. That, you know, the issue was in the court. The Supreme Court, however, has not said anything on it. It's in the High Court, but also a whip has been issued to the BSP MLAs by Mayawati.
Absolutely. Yesterday, Satish Chandra Mishra, who is General Secretary of BSP, they've issued a whip asking these MLAs to vote against the Congress in confidence motion. Though yesterday, after Supreme Court clearly said that status quo will remain, Speaker's decision will stand, it is very clear that these six BSP MLAs who are merged with Congress will vote, and they are going to vote in favor of Congress. But by doing this, BSP is preparing a ground for one more legal argument. And they said that if these MLAs defy whip, then there will be action against them. But doesn't stand. These MLAs can clearly vote for Congress because Supreme Court clearly said that Speaker decision stands. It means that they are merged with Congress and they can vote for Congress. So this whip will not affect numbers in favor of Ashok Gehlot.
All right, so finally today it can all be settled, and you know, it'll be a rest for all of you political journalists, though for 6 months at least, some rest as far as the Rajasthan crisis goes.